what's up, what's happening? It's your girl Angel Danielle. I am a local artist right here out of South Carolina, and I am one of your hosts.
Beautiful people, it's your girl Nykii Hustle. I'm an online promoter and I'm also one of your hosts.
Yeah, what's happening, y'all? This is J Black DOD. Artist, check. Songwriter, check. Host of the Underground TV, check.
It's your boy DJ Q Jackman. Are you serious? One sponsor of the Mec. I am one of your hosts.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? This your boy Mec Dobbins, local hip-hop artist in the city, and I am one of your hosts.
Hi, and welcome to the Underground. I hope everybody had a productive day.
Yeah.
TGIF.
Word.
All right, so we're going to jump straight into the good deed of the day.
Well, I had me a good deed. You know, I've been blessed to be in a management position at work, and unfortunately, I had to let one of my ladies go. You know, she wasn't coming to work. She was calling in a lot, and I had to let her go. But I knew she had kids. She had, 3 kids at home. But she did have another job, but she was just calling in too much. And instead of me going through the applications and finding somebody else to get a part-time shift, I called her back. I said, you know what? Let's try to work this out. You know what I'm saying? Can you do 15 hours or 17 hours a week versus 24 or 30 hours a week when, she was calling in. So I felt like I gave her another chance, and, she's been coming through for me. So that's my good deed. How about you?
That's real good, man, for you to do something like that, and for you to take the kids into consideration.
Right.
You got a good heart for that.
And we also need more supervisors and managers like you.
That understand people and have interpersonal relationships with their workers.
Right.
And understand, the life side of things.
Right. I've been in that position.
Yeah, because you don't pay me enough to just do everything you say.
Because you look like a fella that been fired a few times in one of these jobs.
Most definitely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a good deed. Just fella in my neighborhood, in my complex where I live at, whatever. He was knocking on my neighbor's door, and I overheard him. And I went out there, was like, "What's up, man? Long time." He was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Let me hold something." We all let me hold something just laying around. I knew he ain't have it. He looked like he ain't had nothing for me to hold.
Right.
So he was like, "You got it." I was like, "Yeah, true." So he was like, "Man, I'm actually over here about to ask this man for some gas money because I need to get to work for the rest of the week." He was like, "My baby mama got a job. She could pay you Friday, or I could pay you Friday." At first, I was like, y'all both got jobs. And y'all
got no gas. Right.
I'm never going to see this money again. But I gave it to him. No, I gave him like $15, $20. And I was like, yo, no sweat. Don't even worry about paying me back. I said that because I knew he wasn't going to pay me back.
Right.
But I wanted it to be a good deed versus me doing a favor for something in return.
Yeah, so, from the heart.
And my black brother need to be able to get to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They already don't want to give us no jobs. They don't want to give us nothing.
I feel you.
Just from the heart, it makes it a good deed.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what the outcome or
Right.
What they do with the money, as long as you do it with the right intentions.
I actually feel like he was going to work though. They struggling, man. They struggling over it. I feel like he was going to work. He wasn't about to do nothing crazy.
And next time, may give them some information about financial stability.
Yeah, I can help them out with that. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna be the accountant?
Advisor. Yeah.
Right.
Since you got it like that,
No, I ain't mean it like that. No. What I'm saying is, I knew something was coming behind that. No, you got it. That's why I was like, yeah, true.
Right.
And that's like, yeah.
No,
Q-Jack, you can't have nothing.
Because I need.
Right. That's what he asking.
Yeah,
You're
right.
going, well, I need some gas too on the way out of here.
I need to go somewhere.
Since you in the giving spirit,
the spirit
in the
moves,
mood.
Right. Well, speaking of the spirit, we got Team Jesus in the house tonight.
Well, hallelujah.
So let's talk about it, man. Do you believe there's a higher power, Jack?
I believe my belief system is a little bit different from others. Some people may think I'm an atheist, so what I believe in, what I can prove.
Okay.
So in a sense, the sun produced life, right? Y'all agree with that, right?
Agreed.
Women produce life, right? Y'all agree with that. So that's what I can prove. So anything else, I don't. It's hard for me to believe in that because of the situations.
So by definition, you have no faith.
I have belief in myself and my kids.
That's things you can prove. That's not faith. That's
belief. Faith. That's faith. Faith is something that's been taught. Faith is something that somebody tell you to
faith
have.
Faith is believing in the unseen.
No, but in a sense, you wouldn't know what faith was. Nobody tell you to have faith.
I would, because Webster's dictionary says what faith is. When you
so
look it up, I said by definition.
What do you?
Not, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying by definition.
Do you believe it's a higher power, man?
Yeah, definitely. How do you explain childbirth? How do you explain weather, natural disasters? Like, other than Hurricane Katrina, we know that might have been manipulated a little bit. But how do you? There's certain things you can't explain, like miracles. when something that wasn't supposed to happen happens, or when you get the money for your light bill at the last moment, you really stressing, and then you let it go and you get your money like
the money wasn't even expecting.
Like, yo, I really didn't. Nobody owed me this, but I got. You know what I'm saying? That, it's something up there.
But it's a question that you have to ask. It's everybody have to ask. How come we believe in the things that we was forced to believe in?
You're right, but you also got the people who was brought up that way and then realized, okay, it might be some truth to this. I'm gonna read for myself. A lot of people that's Christian, Muslim, whatever, they don't read for themselves. You gotta self-educate yourself to really know what your spirituality is.
Even if you're in a very, very harsh environment, to take on the belief of the person that's put you in the harsh environment.
What you mean?
So you're saying like kids from the ghetto?
No, you saying Christianity is a white man's religion? That's what you're saying?
No, I don't want to take it that far.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying it's like.
I mean, it is. It was given to us after we got
in
here
a
on the
sense
boat.
you have.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, you want to take it there? Okay, so in a sense, it's like with people and a lot of people, because we was in Arab slavery before we was in American slavery. If y'all don't know that.
Whoa.
Yeah, we had Arab slavery before we had.
But we're not talking about race.
We got sold.
We're talking about a higher power. Nikki,
Yeah,
do you believe in a higher power?
I do. I was brought up in the church, and I've been baptized and everything, so I believe. I talk to God every day.
And that's what matters.
I believe it's a higher power too, man. Because like you said, man, like, you know, we get rain, but after rain we get sunshine. And you said, you know, the sun produces life. You say women produce life, but who created the sun? Who made the stars? I believe it has to be something else out there bigger than us.
It's got to be something that we can't fathom.
Right.
Because
and that's
I'm not saying it's God. I'm not saying it's Jesus. I'm not saying it's none of that. I'm saying it's something bigger than us amongst us.
I'm not going against you.
That's facts.
Y'all ever prayed for something and it came true?
Yes.
All
You ever
the
had a
time.
sense of deja vu?
Yes.
All the time.
All the time, like you've been here before?
Yeah.
So in a sense, what do I believe in? What my belief teaches me, and it's not no belief that I have to go by a book. It's just a collection of information that I gather to myself. So my belief is I'm just nothing but every child that I have is a piece of me. So every person in the sense that came before me, I'm a piece of them. So I'm a piece of my ancestors.
That's what you explain. That's what you say deja vu come from?
That's when I come in the sense of deja vu.
Deja vu.
In a sense, nobody can explain our soul. This body is not but flesh. Our soul is internal. So
what happens after we die then,
what's
Jack?
the definition?
That's the thing. Nobody on this earth can explain.
But everybody has faith. The people that do have faith believe that you go to a better place, right?
Everybody have an idea that we go to a better place.
So do you think we go to a better place?
I don't know where we go.
But do you think it's a better place?
Like I said,
Nobody believes everybody goes to a better
But
place.
I'm saying, but you would want to think that you're going to a
it's
better place.
It's a feel good feeling. It's something to make you feel good. That's what it is.
That's what I think.
So,
but you say if you have a soul, you know that means that lives outside of your body after your body is gone. What do you think happens?
Think about what I just said.
Going to your ancestors or going to your kids?
What I said when I say things you can explain, and when I say everybody have a sense of deja vu, and that's when I say your soul is internal. So that's bringing me back to my point that in a sense, it almost. I may been here before. I don't know.
It makes
What
sense
you think,
what you
Nick?
say. It makes a lot of sense what you're saying. You're not saying nothing. That makes a lot of sense. What you're saying is you got that deja vu because your father may have been in that situation. Or okay, but
I may be my ancestor, bro. This soul may be recycled, bro. We don't know. That's what I'm saying.
That makes a lot
That's
of
compelling.
sense, though.
That's compelling.
That information and that knowledge shouldn't stop you from having a faith or religion base because that actually goes with. You know what I'm saying? That goes with religion right there because you definitely come from your family though.
You think religion's overrated?
I think religion is a source of control.
Yeah.
Control the mind. If you tell me to believe in myself and be the better person instead of don't do this and don't do that, because every person that's deep in religion is afraid of one thing. It's going down.
Right.
And burning for eternal life.
Right, but do you think people are more afraid I think people are afraid of death. Everybody's afraid to die, even though we all know it's inevitable. But wait, give me a sec. Everybody knows they're going to die. So at the end of the day, you want to have something safe to fall back on. When I say that, is there a higher power? I believe it's a higher power. Do I know what it is? No, I don't. But do I have to be Muslim, Christian, or Baptist or something like that? I don't believe you have to.
I just
As
want to
long
say
as
this:
you
religion.
believe that there is a higher power and you have faith that there is a higher power, whoever you pray to, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you believe.
Religion is one of those things that's kind of tricky because religion kind of tears people apart because it kind of make you want to be on a team and we're against them. But if you have a certain way of life,
Right.
That's different. If you living, I'm going to live this way of life because I believe if I live this way of life, good things will happen to me and I will prosper. That's a total different thing.
But also, man, you got to, it's certain things that people overlook that is clear facts. Every time when somebody dies, there's a baby born. Why is that?
That's true.
Every
That's
time
true.
somebody dies, there's a baby born at the same exact time.
I never heard of that fact.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
just being
facts.
honest.
I
You
don't
can
know
look
if it's
that up.
100%
You can look
fact,
it
but I
up.
know
You can
it's-
look it up
it's
on. You
pretty
can
Some
look.
people die every 3 seconds.
Every-
A baby born every. That's kind of. That's kind
A
of.
baby is born
kinda
every
general.
A baby is born every
Right.
3 seconds. A person is dying every 3 seconds, and that's facts. You can look it up.
I don't think they got no correlation.
And so, in a sense, it's like if you can figure that out and you can look that information
So
up.
me having sex with my girl 9 months ago got something to do with him dying today.
I can't.
That's God right there.
I
That's
can't
God
explain
right
that.
there, Q
I
Jack.
can't.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
explain
yeah.
that.
Hey,
Sound like
hey.
you believe
I
in
can't-
some God
hey,
over there.
I'm not- hey,
What
I'm
we're
not
gonna do is
armed
let
from the
y'all go
title.
Google that right now.
Go
Let's
find
find out
your
if somebody's
spiritual
born and dying every 3 seconds. We're gonna be right back with Team Jesus. This is the Underground.
That's where my scene. I dug a hole for myself. That's where I'm living.
Available now on iTunes.
Welcome back. You're tuned into the Underground TV, and today we got Team Jesus in the house.
Team Jesus in the building. What up, though?
Why don't y'all go around and introduce yourself to the people, man?
One time for your mind is Young Freeze. Cadillac Freeze is the name.
Your boy Black Hillbilly. I'm K4G, Crazy for God.
What's up, y'all? Ron Colombo.
That's what's up, man. So let me ask y'all a quick question, man. Whoever wants to answer, feel free to answer. But my biggest thing is a lot of people say, hip hop does not belong in gospel. How do y'all feel about that? What's your response to people who say things like that?
First thing I tell them is most of the time is we got to remember that our belief is that God created music and its influence. Then we took it, misused, abused, and confused it type thing.
There you
know
go.
what I mean? So that was a bar from a song.
I kinda
wrote,
like
so
that,
it came
though. I
out.
kinda
You
like
know what
that.
I mean? But seriously though, man, a lot of times people try to put God in a box, and there's no limit to what he can do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it doesn't, like he was saying earlier, we don't get caught up in all the names and back and forth, man. We know who he is and we know what he can do, you know.
I respect that.
As people of faith
Mhm.
and music lovers as well, is it hard sometimes want to step out that box and do other music, like the up to date hip hop or stuff like that?
I don't think so because the way we live basically reflects on our music. So we never kind of want to step outside. Now we'll do some of the popular beats that's on the radio, whatever, and we'll put Jesus on it. Cause just like Freeze said, there's no way you can not promote Jesus. Whether you playing basketball, you rapping, you singing, whatever, there's no wrong way to promote Jesus.
Okay, so do y'all ever just go to the house and cut on like some Gucci the Migos and be like, I'm about to listen to this all night?
What's
I mean,
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I'll be
No,
real,
go ahead.
yeah.
No, go
I'll
ahead.
be real. I listen to everything. I like music. I listen to everything. And I ain't ashamed to say, like, my favorite song now, probably not even a Christian song. I just don't want to put no box around music. And I do the same thing with my kids. I don't just let them listen to Christian music. But that's what they like.
Let me see, all right, now, I'm being you in a car right now. Do y'all listen to the clean version or the dirty version?
Depends on what's playing.
Okay, so if the
Yeah.
dirty version is playing and you sing along, do you skip out on the disrespectful words when it comes to women and other cuss words? Or do you sing them?
I skip over it. Because I don't use that language. So for me, it's important. Like I can old song that I listen to, that's like Lil Wayne. I was a big Lil Wayne fan. I know all his words. So if I rapping his songs, I know what's about to come up. So I know, shut up. Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? As far as the new music goes, I really only listen to new music being a youth minister, and I can relate with what the kids are listening to and how they correspond with what they're doing in their lives, so I can transform all that and put it all together. That's really the only reason why I listen to newer music, but I will listen to older music because it reminds me of where I came from and why I don't want to go back there.
But that was my
But
next question.
you know what I'm saying? So I still listen to it because that's what I grew up on.
That's my question.
Okay, so where do y'all draw your inspiration from when y'all write your music?
The Bible.
Yeah, well, that
Life
and
events.
praying. One thing that I know is a major difference from what we used to do. We just turn on that beat, get faded, turn up, write that music.
Right.
But now we pray before we write the music so we can have the influence that we believe in to send the lyrics through us, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, sometimes I just start freestyling. Like, it could be song, like you were saying, popular songs on the radio. I'll hear it, but I'll just start rapping myself, you know what I mean? But another thing is important is, according to what we believe in, it's not that what goes in, it's what comes out of us that defiles us, you know what I mean? So that's what.
No question. I mean, I know it's cuss words in the Bible. Do you use cuss words in your lyrics?
I tell people about donkeys all the time, you know. Yeah. But nah, seriously though, no.
Right.
No profanity or derogatory, no, none of that in our music.
Okay, I got a question. Y'all, I overheard you say something about you go to Bible studies. Do you ever find like you in Bible studies and you get inspired? Do you ever find yourself going from Bible study straight to the studio because of what was said in Bible studies?
Well, not now because by the time we get out, our spot is closed. But
Okay.
what you saying, sometimes that's what happens with the music. You know what I mean? Like, it could be Bible study, it could be a concert, it could be any of that. And like, even with Brandon, the last project, the mixtape we put out with The Devil Is a Lie, that was something that hit him. I think he said, you know, he'd be riding in the car and something hit him and he would stop or be at work or something.
Speaking of that Devil Is a Lie, man, I heard the snippet on y'all website. What made y'all stop the snippet right there? I think it's genius personally, but what made y'all stop the snippet right there? Because that's going to make people go listen to that song.
The
greatest trick
that we pulled was, I had just seen that movie probably during the process of writing the album, and it just stuck out to me. Like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? This is it. You know what I mean? It was like a revelation. Like, this is how we start off the mixtape, because it led directly into everything, all the music that we put on the mixtape. So,
Quick question. Yeah. Go ahead, D. I'll skip you.
Okay, well, with it being a group, and in this day and age, there's not a lot of groups out. Like, we just seen the New Edition story, I believe it was. How do you guys stay together and make sure everybody stays on the same page creatively and business-wise?
I'll take it. It's hard. I mean, we all got different lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
Two of us are married, two are not married. Some of us got kids, some don't. So it's really hard. So, like, before we came here, we met up and we ate and we fellowship with each other and we talked, and we didn't do no music. We just talked about plans for the future, and we try to meet twice a month. It doesn't always happen like that.
Okay.
But we just make time to get up so we can be around each other, encourage each other.
That's dope, man.
Okay, so question. I'm trying to have a close relationship with God. So could you tell me, like, how did you find your way to?
I shared a quick snippet of what happened with me. Two people in this room, actually, well, more than two, but VA had that contest. You was DJing at Uptown, and I ended up winning it. And after that, it was like literally everything I had felt like I wanted to achieve with the regular worldly music, it like left, and I couldn't explain it. But even before that, I kept hearing in my head, like, you never put out a mixtape project doing this kind of music. And so I was fighting it. And so what happened was I just started seeking him, and I'm not talking about you got to find your own way, but, like, it's not going to come by you reading the Bible all day, every day. It's going to be like we're doing right now, talking to him just like we talking. And, we tell people that all the time. There is no set guidelines on how to get close to God. However you do in your life, like, if you want to write a note to him, a letter to him, or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just whatever you feel that draws you nearer to him, keep doing that. It may be music, like meditating. Sometimes I meditate with music or without music. But either way, you know what I'm saying, that's what I know pulls me into him, especially after I read a scripture. And it's quality versus quantity. You can read one scripture and meditate on that thing over and over and over and over, and it'll start changing your mindset in all kinds of different areas in your life. So,
and can I come behind you, Freeze? That's the best question that you could have possibly asked us being here, because we're ministers before we're rappers, musicians. It wasn't always like that, but that's what we are now. And I just want to take this time to say, if you truly are trying to get closer to God, find him, find out who he really is. Do he really exist? I always tell people, look, pray and ask God, be honest with him. You got to be honest who you are, because we are who we are. Ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
Ain't nobody going to never be perfect. You know what I mean? So you got to be honest with who you are and say, Lord, I don't believe in you. But if you were there, I want to believe in you because I don't want to make the mistake of not believing in you and then I end up somewhere I don't want to be. So if you're really there, reveal yourself to me. Make my unwillingness willing. So make me willing to be willing, and you'll be all right. You just got to really, really mean it. You know what I mean?
So what you guys, I know you guys say you meet up. I'm sorry, I mean cut you. Okay, I know you guys say you meet up, try to meet up at least twice a month. Do you all go to the same church, or do you guys go to different church, or how does that work out?
Nah, we go to different churches. Ron's at
Lighthouse for Christ Ministries in Camden.
I go to New Laurel Street on Fairfield Road, and these two they go to Bible Way on Atlas Road.
Bible Way on Atlas Road. Okay. So if you got people out there making the music, that isn't Christian, can you guys still go to those showcases and stuff and perform yours and still feel good about it at the end of the day?
Because that's a chance for you to minister to somebody who doesn't believe or somebody who may want to hear something that we have going on, but they may be out there with somebody else just as a support for that friend. So, I mean, you can't be in no different place. And, you can be anywhere and spread the word, you ask me.
For sure. We're going to throw the commercial break. We'll be right back with Team Jesus. It's the Underground.
That's where my scene. I dug a hope for myself. That's where I'm leading.
Available now on iTunes.
Welcome back to the Underground. We still got Team Jesus in the building. What's happening, fellas?
Yeah.
We're going to play a little game with y'all, man, called Name That Bible Book.
Yes, sir.
All the questions going to pertain to the Old Testament. Y'all ready?
Come on, Holy Ghost.
All right, let me go ahead and kick it off. All right. Submit to God and be at peace with him. In this way, prosperity will come to you. What book is that?
That's in the Old Testament.
Of course it's in there. Of course, we're doing the Old Testament.
Right. See how fast it came with. That's an Old Testament.
Need me to repeat
That's
it?
an Old Testament.
Fellas? Okay. Submit to God and be at peace with him. In this way, prosperity will come to you. What book is that?
I know the answer.
My phone, I ain't got my phone. I hit Google.
Right.
I got your answer for you, play.
Sound like, no, that ain't Deuteronomy. That's could be what you're saying, cause I don't know. Yeah, I'm not no biblical scholar.
We're gonna go with
I told you if I don't know, I don't know. And right
Book
now,
of Job.
I don't know.
It's all good. Job. Is it Job? It's Job. Book of Job.
That is.
I said Job. That's my bad. I said Job. So Hey, I didn't know either. That's why I was asking the question. Hey, look, it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah. We ain't know that one.
What book you read?
I done read Job before, but I definitely didn't remember that being in there.
You ain't read Job.
No, yeah, I got a job though.
All right, the second question is, what is the second book in the Bible?
Exodus.
Boom.
That was okay.
Boom. Hey, y'all know
Yeah, bear
Exodus
with
if
it,
y'all
man.
got a fire stick.
Hey, it's on there too.
TV series.
Right.
They got everything.
They got the first one when the little girl head is spinning. That's Exodus, right?
No, that's
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Oh, Exorcist.
That's a movie.
Oh, son.
It's a movie.
Yo, son.
Yes.
That's a movie,
Yo.
bro.
Okay.
I like that, ain't it?
Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart.
That's in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Boy, I know that one too. That's one of my favorite scriptures.
You said it earlier. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
I'm about to say, boy, I know that one. Yeah, I know that one.
You know who reading?
Right.
I ain't being
doing their
funny.
study.
I don't
Know who
even be
study?
remembering what I remember.
He on
a
Google.
It's a lot to remember.
But the numbers and all that.
He the one you can get on Snapchat and inspect the verse
Right.
every morning.
That's the one that send Bible scriptures every morning.
Every morning. That's him. And you get an email,
That's
you get a
it.
fax, you get a text message, you get a
And you
snap.
hit all of them.
3 times.
3 times.
Except for the facts.
Let's go with it.
Hey, how many books are in the Old Testament?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st, 2nd Samuel, 1st, 2nd Kings, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes. How many is it? I know them all too, but
Right.
It's 50, man. Yeah.
In the old,
30, 31.
close.
You hot. 30 something.
Close to the 40.
Going up a little bit more.
35.
It's 33.
Yeah. Up high.
That's a good number, though. That's a good number.
If you count by threes, you'll hit it.
39.
There it is. Boom.
I know.
Boom.
See, them ones at the end, they kind of slip like Haggai and Zechariah.
And look, we got the answers on our cards, so you know, it's not like
Because I didn't know either.
I appreciate this. Y'all encouraging me to
go get right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all encouraging us at the same
That don't mean
time.
you're not right either.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, bro.
Always work on yourself.
So tell me more about you guys. I would like to get to know you guys a little bit more individually. If you guys want to tell us about your backstories a little bit while we got some time.
I'm originally from Kansas, you know what I'm saying? Midwest in the building, but I've been out here for 12 years, you know what I'm saying? And I actually met these two through him. And like I said, we was doing that other thing, for the longest. And real quick, and then I, get around. But what ended up happening was we all did music together out there in the world. And then everybody kind of, so we had a studio, it got broke into, they stole everything, and after that, everybody kind of just went their own ways. And we wasn't mad at each other or not, but by the time we got back together, everybody was where we at now as far as wanting to make that walk with him. And so none of us wanted to rap. We thought it was crazy, like, man, we can't we rap. Like y'all was saying earlier, we can't hip-hop, rap, gospel. He was like, you gonna do what I called you to do, or you gonna just sit back and let everybody else continue to keep you where you at now? And so I just know for me personally, so many things I've witnessed and experienced through him, and really seeking him out is why I'm at where I'm at now, especially with these guys.
I see the hardest thing for a lot of artists, and I see gospel artists as well, is being consistent. Is it can y'all use testaments from the Bible to stay consistent and stay relevant?
That's a good question. Like, how do y'all know what to rap about? I don't know.
I rap about what I go through. You know what I'm saying? When I deal with life issues, I go through stuff the same thing like everybody else. I ain't no different. So when I deal with problems or I face problems, trials and tribulations, my music is my outlet. That's what I do. If I feel like it's something that I just want to basically rejoice on, like my K4G song, Crazy for God. Basically, I told you what I am. I'm crazy for God.
Y'all do solo records?
Yeah, we do solos.
Any projects y'all want to shout out?
We actually all have solo projects, and we're just now working on our group album. So we've been together about 3 years, and so we're finally in the process of doing our debut group album.
Wow.
But everybody got solo.
Y'all want to shout out your social media?
Yeah, everything is Team Jesus 356. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Team Jesus 356. You can get everything for free on the website, all the videos, all the music, teamjesus356.com, and you can get everything on there.
Everything. Shout out to our newly appointed administrator too. She's here, but she's not on camera. Minister Jackie Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
She helped us get some things on the business side in line as well.
That's great.
Take this thing to the next level.
One quick question. Y'all a gospel rap group or guys that rap that talk about Jesus?
Basically, the way we
contact
really like
us so we can make sure that your project, your vision, and your dreams
really a rap group.
become
that's the
reality.
title of our album is Ministry, Not Music. And so that's where it really all starts as ministry, and the music is just a part of the ministry for us to get out and, spread the word about God.
Well, man, we appreciate y'all coming through, man.
We appreciate y'all too, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Y'all got me ready to go Google right now.
Right.
Get right,
We'll
man.
throw to our sponsors. We'll be right back with the Underground. Thanks, Team Jesus.
Yeah.
That's where my scene. I dug a hole for myself. That's where I'm living.
Available now on iTunes.
Welcome back to the Underground. It's your boy DJ Q Jack, and we got some new music in the city for you. You got your girl Jay Medley with a song called Addicted. It's available now on iTunes. Go check it out. Also, we have your boy Ice with a song called Pigpen featuring AC, The Future, and also Animal Samson. It's available now on iTunes. Go check it out. Also, we got your boy Steve Ray with an album called Sold Out. It's available now on iTunes. And people, that's all the new music we have available for you now. You can catch us at the same place, same time on the Underground. Thank you.